the USAC National Midget Champion. He shined during the pole shootout. Give me Jason Persley.
You bet. I respect that. But boys, it's go time here in Tulsa. It does not get any better than this. Goosebumps right now. Got him. Check. You know what else is going to be checked? All these rowdies are having fun as right now. Check. And here's the third check. Buddy Kofoid is going to win his Driller, boys. He came from deep and is qualifying to be in the hunt. Give me Michael Buddy Kofoid.
Well, Blake said he did not want to take the layup. I want to take the layup of the guy on the pole in the 1K, but I'm not going to take the layup. I'm going to take the slam dunk. The guy that has got two of them in the bag already. He did it in the red and white car. He did it in the red and yellow car. This year, the Victory Fuel car is going back to Victory Lane in black and purple. I'm going Logan Seavey.
Seavey?
You're all wrong.
No way.
You're all wrong. The fastest camp here all week has been Matt Wood Racing. And the leader of that group is Shane Golovic. And you know what he said in his prelim night runner-up interview? We're going to get one in this building, and I think it's going to be this week. Well, that means it's tonight. Guys, give me Shane Golovic. We love you. We can't wait to get this thing going.
Well done, guys. That was a lot of words, Earl. Here we go. Clinton Boyles.
I'll
Take
stick with
the honor,
Larson.
sir.
I mean,
Larson finds a way to get stuff done most of the time. So.
You are the layup guy.
He hasn't been the fastest sometimes, but when
Since you
when
took
it
my
matters,
slam dunk,
somehow he
I'll
gets
take
it
the
going.
layup. I mean, how do you go against the guy? He's in here. He's getting booed at driver intros. That's how you know he is good in this building. I'm taking Young Money, Kyle Larson to win tonight's
all the
40 lot
way.
feature.
It's a solid pick, Clinton Boyles. I think a lot of folks in here saw kind of vintage Kyle Larson in this building this week, back to his old routine, starting on the pole. But I tell you what, I am going with his rival, the driver that held him off to win the non-wing finale for the Tulsa Shootout. His return to the building for the first time in 3 years. I have never seen Christopher Bell happier behind the wheel of a race car and in this building. He told me he's having some of the most fun he's had in years, and Christopher Bell's right at home back at the Chili Bowl Nationals. Give me Christopher Bell for his 4th Chili Bowl Nationals trophy coming from 15.
All right. Well, you've left me a great field of drivers to choose from. We've talked a little bit about streaks and how guys tend to put together multiple wins in a row in this one. From the streak that the Swindells were on, briefly interrupted by the late Brian Clausen. The streak that Rico Abreu went on. The winning streak that followed with Bell. And then Kyle Larson. And here in the last couple of years, Logan Seavey. There's one outlier in this. And I know it's bugging this guy that he didn't put one together before it or one together after it. It might get interrupted by a couple of years by one of his biggest competitors, but I'll take Tanner Thorson to pick up his 2nd Chili Bowl win. He's got a good starting spot. He's got good motivation. He's got a great race car. And he's got the talent. Thorson for me of the guys that are left.
Absolutely.
Now, that being said, anybody can win this thing. I think this is our arguably most talented field from diverse backgrounds that we have had for an A-Main in a long time.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for anybody. I don't care if your name's Larson or your last name's Brooks and you're sitting here on the front row of your first ever Chili Bowl Nationals. It doesn't matter. It is an absolutely incredible atmosphere, but I really do think experience, Clinton Boyles, pays off. Yes, it's not 55 laps, it's 40 laps. Doesn't matter. It's how you're going to maintain this race pace if you're up front, and it's how you're going to, really, really dip and dive your way through the field if you're a little bit farther back. I think tonight, no matter what, how fast your car is, experience is going to pay off. That's why I'm looking at the Bells, the Larsons, the Thorsons, and the Seavies that maybe come up front here. And the cream always rises to the top, right?
We're doing it now.
I couldn't agree with you more. This is the Chili Bowl. You get to see all these people around you. You get to have all these fans.
There you go.
You're going to be nervous. I don't care who you are. We talk about the ramp. If you have experience here in this
freezing
AV,
now.
you're going to be better off than these rookies for the first time. That's why I agree with you. I think
saw Tanner Thorson, and that's why I loved your pick, Caleb Hart, because he drives with a lot of emotion. He takes a lot of pride in his equipment, builds his own cars, works on his own cars. And you're right, he kind of always seems to race with a little chip on his shoulder. And boy, racing Christopher Bell on his prelim night, showed that.
There's not a bad pick in the field again, guys. And now they are settling into 2x2 formation for this 40-lap A-main event. It has been decades since we lit less than 50, much less 55. Tonight, a new curveball in the game. It's been a beautiful racetrack all the way in and through since the drop of the green at the shootout, all the way into now. We're going to finish it off with 40 from the best in the world.
Well, I got goosebumps. I don't know about you.
Always do, right?
Yep.
This is the point in time that all those years that we didn't get to be live at this, we would still sit here and watch the hair stand up on end on our shoulder, and now we get to do it with all of the rest of you in America. Crack a beer, hug your best buddy, grab some grub, and get ready to enjoy the best main event you're ever going to see.
Absolutely. Double up signal has been given behind the Patriot Auto Group pace truck, the official pace truck of the Chili Bowl Nationals. This is when it all comes down to it. 40 laps separating a driver from the ultimate glory in auto racing. Will it be a repeat winner? Will we have a first-time winner? 6 first-time Chili Bowl A-main starters in the field. Oh, man, I'm excited and I'm ready to go. A lot of good storylines from the young talents to the old wily veterans.
Guys, a couple things to note here. This is the first time all week we've seen them till the bottom of the racetrack before any sort of feature or a race. That's something that's going to definitely play a factor into this. And we already saw after 2 hot laps, the bottom has looked better down there than we've seen at any sort of point in this week. So look for these guys to be around the bottom side of the racetrack here for a few laps, guaranteed. Definitely more than we've seen in those B mains or C mains.
The question has always been, how many laps does it take for somebody to go exploring the high groove? And it's an excellent point, Clint Boyles. They did just make the bottom better. We don't see a heavy lockdown surface at the moment. They've left some slick in it, but at the same time, about to find out. Like, I mean, a lot of guess out there.
Yeah, normally the guess is when do we go high. Right now, I think the guess is how long do we stay low. I know it's kind of the same thing, but the bottom's the curveball. Every prelim feature this week, it was the first guy that got to the top was the best guy for it, and usually it was happening by lap 2 or 3. Now I think we're going to spend some laps on the bottom of the racetrack. We're going to spend some time down there fighting for the bottom before the top really comes in and becomes that dominant groove. And when it does come in, boy, how long before we're riding the wall?
Caleb Hart, the lights have gone out for the final time. The pace truck's going to dip off into the infield. 24 of the best racers ready to go for the 39th running of the Chili Bowl Nationals.
It's Larson and Brooks into turn number 3 and out of corner number 4. The green flag. We're racing in the Chili Bowl. Larson smooth through the bottom of 1. Brooks in pursuit around the high groove. They both go to the bottom of 3 and 4. Lap number 1 at the 39th Chili Bowl belongs to Kyle Larson.
Logan Seavey wasting no time in that 4 starting position to go to the top side, trying to follow Landon Brooks there in 1 and 2. But here goes Dason Pursley. Lane change now to cut the line away from Logan Seavey.
Josh already catching the back of the field.
Thorson trying to throw his hat in the ring for a top 3.
Yeah, Thorson doesn't want to be late to this party at all. He wanted to get ahead and stay ahead of Seavey. Using the high side, front end flies in the air. Seavey back to the bottom to try to take 3rd from Dason, who's after Landon Brooks, and 2nd as Larson distances.
Time to settle in. They got to keep Larson in striking distance. Can't let him run away with this one here early as you continue to watch Tanner Thorson try to track down Logan Seavey. That's for the 4 spot. Emerson Exum still back there in the wings in 6th.
Thorson trying to close up on Seavey as they get into the 3rd corner. Half a car length in and behind him, half a groove lower than him. Coming off the turn to the bottom goes Thorson as they are even at the apex of the corner. Thorson looks like he's got 4th from Seavey here.
Massive drive. Clint Boyles off the bottom for Thorson. It seems like that groove you mentioned, it was tilted on the bottom. It's got a lot of moisture in it.
Everyone's still trying to figure out where their car is really good. Slider line for Seavey in 1 and 2. The bottom of 1 and 2 seems to be good. Top of 3 and 4 already starting to curve up where guys can build some momentum.
A little bit dirty in the middle though at the moment, right, Clint?
Yeah, so dirty in the middle. You can't lollygag right through the middle. There's no grip right there. You got to commit to the bottom, commit to the top of the speed. You can't be bouncing back and forth.
Dason Pursley and Landon Brooks have been sizing each other up for the last several laps as Logan Seavey now is going to go the outside around Tanner Thorson for the 4th spot, but Thorson gets him back off at turn number 2. Those drivers, though, starting to lose touch with the drivers ahead, including Dason Pursley, Landon Brooks, but the caution waves for the first time here on lap number 9.
Jonathan Beeson.
And Jonathan Beeson, the wall rider hero from the B main, ends up upside down in turn 2.
Well, the wall riding is what bit him, guys. He tried to get the right rear up on the cushion and got over it, and he rode along the wall sideways until it landed on its lid.
Chris Moore with the voice coming from the corner as the crew gets to Jonathan Beeson.
Take a look at the IBOC instant replay for the first time here in the A feature. What happened to Jonathan Beeson from the infield cam? And you see him, wow. Yep, went for a ride.
Yeah, front ends all tore up, guys. The right front axle's bent back, radius rods. Jonathan Beeson's going to eat a hook from the front. His chili bowl's going to be done.
And I don't know if Jonathan was really trying to get up on the cushion. It almost seemed like he biked up and just landed there, got tight and landed there more than was attempting to get up on the wall.
So we've been all over the top 5, haven't had a chance to really look backwards yet. Of movers, Bell from 12th to 9th?
Yeah,
Okay.
15th to 9th. So Christopher Bell on the move. Golobics picked up 1.
Bell's moving
Gonna
up.
staying in place at the
Gonna be all
moment.
them big hitters before it's
So are
over.
Davis and Day. Trying to take a look.
Bell from 12th. Dave from 15th has only made up 2
Okay.
spots. Looking at our B main transfer cars as well. Cale Drake inside the top 15.
Just not much yet.
Yeah. Everybody, like Clinton Bowles was saying, just trying to figure out where their race car is working. We've seen multiple line changes. A lot of moisture throughout this racetrack, but I have a feeling, Clinton, about if we get back to green and get a solid 5-6 laps, then this thing's going to start changing.
Yeah, absolutely. And this yellow is a good time for track change because it's going to clean off that middle groove. We see kind of the dirty part is it just disappears, right? Especially down in 3 and 4 where these guys are able to spin their tires. So that cleans up the middle groove, throws all that dust up to the top and dirties it up, opens that bottom lane back up on this restart for a corner or two before these guys can get going again and clean that top side up.
It seems weird to say that we're 25% of the
looking
way
at
through this race
Fox
already, a traditional 55 lapper, but now we are. We're a quarter of the way done, and yeah, you've had 9, almost 10 laps to experiment, figure out where your car like to be. This is also the first real opportunity for those drivers under yellow to grab on the adjustments and make their cars better.
Yeah, track's already started to change. You want to get ahead of the game on your shocks and set yourself up for the next 10, 15 laps if you were dialed back a little bit at the start. So yeah, great opportunity for these guys to communicate with their crew chiefs or crew guys around the racetrack. And give some signals. Let you know, take a deep breath, settle back in, and go back to war.
There's not supposed to be any two-way communication, but we know there is one-way communication from those guys on the ramp and in the pits. And they're using whatever hand signals they've worked out in advance about telling those guys, twist the shock knob this way, move your lane this way, whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
We'll see
And he
how
might
that
be
plays out over
suckering
the next
people too.
green flag
He might be
run.
just going up there to make them think he's going to go high when he's really going to go up. You don't know. It's a game.
All the way to 20th after
chess.
starting 11th.
You don't know what
The
they're
lights are
doing.
out with 9 laps in the book, still 31 to go. It's Kyle Larson leading the field back to the green flag, and we're back underway.
Good start for Larson, who goes all the way from the top of 4 to the bottom of turn number 1 and begins stretching it again on Landon Brooks. That is Thorson and Seavey for 4th with a cameo appearance by Emerson Axel. In the position of Logan Seavey for now, although Thorson back after him on the bottom of the track.
CB's car didn't seem to really take off on that start. He tried to shoot to the high side and almost sputtered trying to
Quarter
fire
over
to the
with.
top side.
Start
Him and
10
Thorson
down, time
absolutely
to go.
going to war. That's the best battle on the racetrack.
They're losing touch with 3rd, and here comes Emerson Axel. Axel down low on Seavey trying to take 5th away.
Larson's already running the high line. He's up above the cushion carrying speed. We're seeing everyone commit to it early here in this 40-lap feature.
Watch Larson here on the bottom in 1 and 2. He'll set up the top side, kind of run in up over the cushion, angle it up on the hill, and then back down over the fluff. And there goes Jason Persley doing what he did in pole shuffle qualifying here with Landon Brooks in tow.
He's got Kyle in vision, can see what he was doing up there, and Mason, no slouch, no dummy, goes to do the same thing. That way Kyle cannot just get ramped out and gone on him before he has a chance to adjust.
Now Kyle was doing it in 1 and 2 as well, and he's brought the whole field nice way up high up on the racetrack. 4 in the fluff for Kyle Larson here with 25 to go.
We used to call it the hog line. It's getting renamed now. All the way up and above the cushion as Larson pacing this field. Axel in and behind, trying to work his way forward. That's Shane Golovic starting to pick his way forward.
Yeah, Shane's doing a nice job. Kind of fell back at the start a little bit, back up to 6. He's now got his sights set on Logan Seavey, but Tanner Thorson's starting to find a little bit of rhythm in that 88 car. Going to pull up to the back bumper favor of Landon Brooks.
Thorson able to make speed just a hair down from that line. That's different from everybody else.
Yeah, it's really hard to pass right now because you're carrying so much entry speed, just sailing it off in above the cushion. Lap traffic's really going to be what makes this race good.
Larson now going to start to negotiate. Wow, look at that move.
On the bottom.
Absolutely, and Larson now is going to have all sorts of company with Dason Pursley, who's going to close the gap here as Pursley's now within 3 car lengths.
Pursley gets to play Predator here, although getting that lap car in between them going to be a huge deal for Kyle Larson. Larson gets in and underneath Ruschenberg. Will come off and start putting some distance between them. Pursley's got to match him really quick or else Kyle's going to get gone.
Yeah, miscue by Pursley there. That was completely slide Ruschenberg and stay pace lap car wise with Kyle Larson. That cost him a ton of time. Still not by Corbin Ruschenberg.
Now the good news for Dason Pursley is Larson's got side-by-side traffic here at the halfway point.
Just beyond, in fact, as you were watching, Landon Brooks trying to hold off Tanner Thorson, and they're catching Pursley.
Here's the flip side of running above the cushion. Now it's getting so heavy and so dirty up there that you can't really make speed. We see guys starting to migrate back all over the racetrack and run underneath the cushion, not necessarily up above it.
Now, Larson's really tight behind Jacob Denny. Now he's going to go through the middle, splitting lap traffic. Tyler Edwards on the bottom, Jacob Denny on the outside. And Kyle Larson's got to be
Or you got to be tough.
really careful here. Oh, there's Kyle. Larson's nearly avoids disaster.
The question is, did that bend or break?
Hey, Larson!
Oh my goodness! I told you guys, gotta be careful side by side lap traffic is.
That's what happened when you get in with the squirrels.
Got the worst end of that one as Brendan was running in the 18th spot.
So far, so good on the Larson car. Here's the up top view of it. Let's look at the right side. Radius rods together. Axle looks
Think he's fine.
straight-ish.
I know.
Ibach replay coming up to watch it again.
I mean, where are you going to go? This is the thing.
Coming
You
into
got to go.
traffic, That's Denny getting up and
know.
over.
Them two there,
Crouch.
run over each other.
Crouch seemed off the pace,
Hit pretty friendly there for Kyle. We get another look at it right here.
and it was
Wow.
Justin Grant actually made contact with Brennan Crouch.
What happens when you get in there with them, man? This is why you
And so
just
now
never
Kyle's up there
know.
feeling
They're trying
what
to
that fluff is,
They're
right?
trying to just pack that fluff back in. That fluff is crumbly and slick up there. You spin your tires in it super easily. So if you can get that rolled in, you can really carry speed. Kyle wants that line ran in because if he's up there carrying that speed, be able to carry entry
When
speed
you're the
up on that
one
bank,
that's
you're not
leading,
gonna
you're
catch
the
him.
one that's having to
It's
go
like driving a
through
wing sprint
first.
car around here.
And they don't want to get
You
lapped.
just be so precise and so good. As soon as that thing slows down underneath the cushion, that's when everyone's cars kind of come back into play. And Kyle talked about how he didn't think he had the best
But now
car
he's got
that needed
perfect
to go to
right
work.
on his
Obviously, they
foot.
found something.
Starting.
Kyle's running a hero line right here where your car only does so much for you. Him just being a phenomenal talent is carrying this thing right
Let's
now.
reset it for you before we go back under green. Larson, Pursley, Brooks, Thorson, and Senior top 5 with Galdick, Bernal, Miller, Axum, and Christopher Bell, the top 10. 17 laps to go. We're back under the green flag.
Not
Number
yellow
9.
came on very quick.
Nope.
In fact, it came on literally right as Kyle hit the hammer.
Guys, I think they were having lineup issues. Brenham Crouch and Jacob Denny were side by side. Obviously, supposed to be a single file restart.
No,
There you see it.
bunch of fluid all over in the bottom of turn number 4 and through the
One of them's leaking
middle,
stuff.
off the high side of 3 to the middle of 4, fluid all over the racetrack.
Have any of you guys seen anybody pull off that we
Yeah.
missed or
Not yet.
Somebody's
We'll
leaking
keep an
fluid.
eye on it. Maybe if this car's still out there on the racetrack. The lights have gone back out. So again, 17 laps to go. Red
That could
top
make it
10.
slippery.
Buddy Kofler
Especially
run
if it's-
outside the top 10.
I don't know if they run
11,
any
Drake
freeze.
and Day
Hopefully they just
follow
run water.
him, but it's Larson, Pursley, and Brooks. As the green flag now is back out with not 17 laps to go.
Pursley's going to go way upstairs. There's Brooks, first one on the bottom and behind him. Side by side for a second, coming off of turn number 2. As there goes Kyle back in, up and around the top. Pursley going to follow him. Brooks follows suit as your top 3 running similar lines through 3 and 4.
I can see Dason Pursley's right rear tire, Clinton Boyles, when he came by. Look at them both just absolutely hounding the top side of this racetrack in 3 and 4. Pursley got a little tight there, got crossed up as here comes Shane Golovic now challenging Tanner Thorson for position.
Golovic picks up 4th after the restart. He was 6th, so he got by Seavey and Thorson on the restart, finding something down low that nobody else has picked up on yet, at least within the top 4 cars.
Pursley starting to run back in. Kyle Larson Larson, although lost a ton of time off in turn 2. Gonna slide himself to try to build some speed. But Larson's able to pull back away. It's about a 6-car length advantage from Larson way back to Dason Pursley.
Pursley, boy, that's the second straight time he's had a problem coming off of 2 and getting down the back straightaway. He arguably had been making a better launch off of 4.
He's giving up too high. He's giving up into the...
right now for Pursley. See if Brooks can close in and do anything about it.
Yeah, Landon Brooks was showing the nose on the inside. He'll go back to the top of the tire tracks of Dason Pursley this time around. 12 laps to go here in the championship finale. Brooks now with the slider, not going to get there. On Dason Pursley, holds on to that second spot.
Wonder if he shouldn't have waited just like had one more lap before throwing that move. Brooks trying to close back in, square the corner off to follow Pursley. But going to the middle again, that's going to cost him a punch around. Pursley bobbles off the back straightaway though. Here's Brooks for the runner-up across the nose and makes the pass.
What a hero move for Landon Brooks. The narrowest of margins got it done. Pursley's going to try to rebound, but Landon Brooks got to second.
Kyle's not that far in front of him. Kyle's caught in the back of your field right here, and Landon Brooks, if he can be smooth, will run him down.
He's actually found a nice little run, just almost kissing the wall in the center of the straightaway and burying the car down to the bottom of turn number 1. Here's Larson up top with Brooks, sniffing around at the back, working up on the high side. It is Kyle Larson making his way up and around slower
There you
traffic.
go through the traffic now.
All sorts of slower traffic because here comes Dason Pursley and Landon Brooks going to catch up. Larson doesn't know where to go. The gap's starting to shrink now as the battle for second heats up with
Where it
Brooks
gets
and
messy.
Pursley as Dason Pursley will go try to take a peek to the inside.
Pursley wants second back in the worst way as we're down to 5 to go. Hunting Brooks up and around the top. Brooks trying to close on Larson, slider through the corner. Welcome back to second. Dason Pursley with a rocket.
Meanwhile, Larson puts a big old move on Ruschenberg to put him another lap down, but Dason Pursley's clear. Landon Brooks is through the wall. The banner has actually been ripped down on the front straightaway as the cars continue to roll over it, but it's now 4 to go.
It is Larson pacing around the top. He hasn't had to move in a little bit.
Oh! Come on, Larson, let's go!
You would think that signage is littered across the front straightaway.
Let's
Oh,
see.
my goodness.
Let's see what's up.
Lap 37, and now what do they do?
Look at that.
Oh, my.
Shredded.
Wow.
Those
You
energy
think
drinks
somebody
on.
else is already wrecked?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
No, but they
I mean,
played the
Kyle
caution on
Larson
Kyle Larson. They'll put him in the back.
Crash lap car.
What?
Stays going. Kyle Larson basically crashes on the front stretch, keeps going, and gets a yellow. Oh.
Thorson on the ramp, by the way.
So he's gonna be on the back?
So Tanner Thorson, who started to fall back.
No!
Here's a look at the iBox replay. Watch Larson here off the corner.
Wow! No!
Wild
I'm
sequence
not
of
sure.
events. Here it is again.
No, that was already off.
Right around the outside.
So Larson will get to stay in
Yeah,
first.
you struggle to think. I feel like Dason was just going to run right around him and win too.
Yeah. Guys, I just wanted
Maybe
to
that's to go.
Tanner Thorson has done this one. He went up the
We
ramp.
got up a little too high, man.
I
I
wonder
biked
if
you
that
right
fluid
there.
was from Tanner Thorson. I saw some smoke down in his car and 1 and 2, and yeah, word on the top that Tanner was spewing fluids. But even Kyle Larson, how many lives do you have?
Clint Anderson, Thorson was pushing oil late in that feature, smoking a lot. And I wonder if he doesn't have a breather on there. That's I was talking to a couple of
Glad the
guys
caution
down there saying
came out.
maybe not running a breather and a little
He'd have
overfill.
had
The lights are out with Larson, Pursley, Brooks, your top
Ooh,
3.
buddy.
Ah,
To
this is
fourth,
gonna
Oh,
be
buddy.
Miller, Axum, and Michael
Look at him, he's trying to stay right up on his
Here
tail.
we go. 3-lap shootout in the Chili Bowl.
This is it now.
Pursley goes up and rides the wall before into the corner. Pursley going for it down to that straightaway, but Larson a little bit of breathing room. But 2 to go.
Here comes Dason Pursley back to the whip here. He's going to have one more opportunity. He's going to follow Larson, but the caution flag waves around in turn 3. Caleb Trey.
Oh!
Do you like that, Clint? The slider attempt and then having to get back to the top?
Yeah, because, Dason did not have a good start down the front stretch, so I think that was a bit of a Hail Mary deal. If he can keep up on a restart here and Kyle doesn't slide himself, then yeah, Dason is just absolutely blew his doors off.
Wait, I'm not.
Go ahead, Blake.
I'm not wondering. Sorry, couldn't hear. I'm not wondering if they give you a replay in the start. Watch Dason start. He got up high into the cushion, really bogged it down.
Yeah.
To the point where he was on the wall in 4. I swear to you, those tires were coming off concrete there. down the front straightaway. Here is the IMOC replay. Watch this, guys. Pursley coming through, touches it. Yeah, he is riding concrete in 3 on that start.
You look how far back he is and then throws a slider and gets, fairly close to Kyle. The good thing for Kyle is when he goes up that wall, he can turn down the hill really easily if he needs to.
Guys, we've talked about losing mud covers a lot today.
Guys,
and
stay
throughout the
away
week.
from the
Check out the
wall.
right front on Cale Drake's hanging that cushion. It is peeled back and barely hanging on at one of the
Give
3
me a
points of
heart
contact
attack.
here.
Clobbered that mud cover on the right front. We're down to 2 left. It's Larson,
Two left.
Pursley, Brooks, Golovic, Burnell,
Dang, it's gonna be
Seavey,
tough.
Miller, Axum, Kofoid, and Bell. Your running order here late.
That ain't far behind. He's
They
in
rolled
fourth.
it back, so we'll still have 3
It's
laps to
in
go.
We can't have no more cars. Man.
I just think if you're Dason Pursley, you have to absolutely get a good restart. I understand maybe thought he had a better
Larson
overrun
needs
on
to
the
get a
slider
good
ride,
restart.
but
He tried
almost
to
you
hug
need
up
just
on
follow
Larson's
Kyle at the
bumper,
top, get
that
that big old
restart.
run and set something up in turn 3.
Let's just look
Yeah,
at mentality.
I don't know that you need to fire above the cushion right here if you're Dason. Like, just keep it simple.
Stop it.
I don't think you have to have a hero restart. And hopefully you realize that on the last one. If he just
It's
my
maintains
coping.
somewhat close to Kyle, he can throw a bomb.
Coming to green,
Oh my
3
God.
laps to go for
Good
Larson,
start.
Pursley, and Brooks at the Chili Bowl.
It's a better start for Pursley. He'll 5 flowing
Oh,
1 and 2. So short. And there's Kyle adding all that space back. Kyle riding the back straightaway. Pursley short off the corner. Down to 2 to go for Larson.
He's going to have one more shot. Dason Pursley, he's got to nail 1 and 2. They're going to ride the ramp off the corner. Pursley's going to set his sights on Larson into turn 3. Both 4 in the fluff here in turns 3 and 4. Dason Pursley closing in with 1 to go.
Can Pursley pull the upset, or is this going to be number 3 for the guy who may be the best in the world?
Yes, it's over. It's over, buddy.
Champion Kyle Larson gets it done.
Dang.
Absolute spectacular
That's a good
action.
one.
Dason Pursley and Shane Golovic, your podium finishers. What a run for Shane.
Champion.
Sugar
Yeah.
Shane, Brian Bernal.
Again.
2 cars in the top 5 for Matt Wood.
3.
3. Landon Brooks completes the top 5.
And
What
Bell.
a night.
Wow.
Kofoid to 6th. Seavey never got rolling.
Come on.
7th
Biggest,
for
it's the
him.
biggest
Donut.
midget race of the year right there.
8.
Donut.
Axum 9, Bell 10. You've earned your roses at this place, Kyle Larson. Burn it down with some donuts. You've got 3 Chili Bowl wins.
It's just another example of Kyle Larson doing Kyle Larson
Larsen's
things.
things. That's right.
We're so lucky to get here to watch this.
You asked how many lives he might have left. He only needed 1.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Dason Pursley made him
Led it
sweat
from
a
start
couple
to
of
finish.
times there in the last lap. And look at the career path. We're going to celebrate Kyle a lot. For Dason Pursley, who was nearly a quadriplegic at one point in time, to come back and be this damn good here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nothing to hang your head on if you're Dason Pursley. As Kyle
Crazy
Larson
little
was
race
the
right
Jordan
there.
shrug. Unreal. Taking home a 3rd driller in 2025 with 2 at the shootout and 1 here at the Chili Bowl. Not too bad.
We are so spoiled to be able to watch a guy like him race still. And again, all
What
this
happened?
talent around
Take
him,
gear.
making him use all the talent he has.
They're gonna
perform
push
like
it
he
over
does.
there, too.
100%. What a Chili Bowl. This racetrack,
There's
Clint
Silva.
Boyles, has a ramp around the entire
master.
base. In
The master
all 4
mechanic,
corners
builder.
and both straightaways, and boy, these drivers figured out how to
That's
use all of
Paul
them.
Silva.
Yeah, absolutely insane
Yeah.
racetrack. They used every inch of it.
Owen.
Owen and Audrey there, and
Hey.
oh man,
Can officially say track prep crew killed it.
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Can't believe he did it again. It's a good thing he got the pole.
What a night.
You don't like to come
What
from
a
the back.
culmination of a fantastic
Very
week of racing
difficult.
as the confetti begins to fly in the infield. Kyle Larson
have the
making
best
his
of
way
the best.
back to the top of the
Oh,
podium
man.
and the Chili Bowl Nationals victory lane. What a moment.
Gets the last
Been
piece
sick
of
all
the
week, too.
safety equipment taken off. He gets his first of the newly enhanced Golden Drillers.
And an also big welcome back to Paul Silva. How about that?
Dude's a genius. comes to wrenching on cars.
We know Kyle came back late last year to run for Keith, but brought back his own stuff with Paul, and Paul just picking up right where they left off. As we'll send it down to the house for your winner's interview.
A lot of confetti.
2025 Chili Bowl champion, Young Money Kyle Larson. Boy, howdy. Well, relatively uncontested outside of a bomb that Dason couldn't make stick late, but it wasn't without some scary moments, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. It was it was just a very difficult racetrack, you know, to run the line that I was running. It was, you know, comes with a lot of reward with the risk that you're taking. So, yeah, I messed up on the straightaway a couple times. Honestly, I'm glad I kept going there because that caution really saved me and allowed it to be a little bit easier run to the finish. I think if we stayed in traffic, Jason would have had a lot of opportunities to get throwing stuff at me. And then when Grant ran over, I think it was Grant ran over Crouch. I had nowhere to go, ran over him and stalled, and when I landed, I'm like, please refire, and it refired, and so we got a couple lucky breaks there, but a great race car. Paul Silva has been working really hard on the midget, really the last 3 years, and for as bad as they were here in 2022 with the same car, to come away with a Chili Bowl win feels great, especially with how difficult Monday was. So huge thank you to him, Paul, Trevor, Doug, Flow Racing, HinderCars.com, everybody, Phil Durst, he's here this weekend, so really cool. Love being back here.
You were able to come in here planned, announced. Unlike last year, that was a mad
Somebody
crash.
knows, I'm
You were
sure.
able to get here free of mind, able to put yourself in position. Yet another driller to take home. How does this stack up with the others?
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, obviously all of them have been very meaningful, and they've all came with different challenges along the way.
What did I tell you?
It took
It's on the
15
table.
years to win that first one. Just mentally was tough to get over that hill, and I feel like since winning that first Chili Bowl, it's really helped my career out and staying calm in moments like that. So that was a good one, and then the second one we won, we were on defense really the whole race, and then this one the track was just so unique that it was a challenge, just to run laps by yourself. So was happy that I felt like I put somewhat clean laps together, and I could glance at the big screen, and they weren't really showing us too much, but still just you can make a mistake and it'll cost you 2 seconds. So I just was trying to limit that.
Well, they had that old berm tapered up just like you like, and I'll tell you what, I think if the old late great Lester Hockett were here, he'd give you a 10 out of 10 on those donuts afterwards.
Yeah, thanks. I'm finally seeing straight after that. So that was cool. Thank all you fans for coming out. It's the atmosphere is always amazing here in the Expo Center. The whole Expo crew too for what they do to keep building this race, to be bigger and bigger, and the track prep, crew as well. I mean, they had a solid couple weeks of racing here between the shootout and the Chili Bowl. Every race on track was exciting. So hats off to everybody involved. Thank all you fans too for coming out, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year.
Huge win, congratulations, and good luck in Daytona, my friend.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Young Money Kyle Larson, your 2025 Chili Bowl champion.
Well, he said it in an interview before. This is the coolest you-know-what race.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, good luck in Daytona, but you already made your year.
And I bet you not long after this moment in Victory Lane, he's going to start
Jeff
thinking
Gordon.
about number 4.
Yeah.
'cause,
Oh yeah.
it's
24
Kyle Larson.
24-hour rule?
Yep.
Right.
I think so. 100%. 100%.
That's why he's so good. One of the many reasons.
Right.
He is so good.